For the past 1.5 weeks, the NFT market has been somewhat in a resurgence phase, with more and more projects selling out, more blue chip NFTs rising in prices, actually surpassing some of their previous all-time highs, and overall, more eyes gearing towards the NFT market once again. Now, could this mean that we're on the verge of an NFT bull run breaking out once more? That's what I want to discuss with you guys in this video, and also take a look at some of the best NFT projects that I'm going to be trying my hardest to get whitelist access for, as I do believe these have immense potential to really take off and maybe even potentially establish themselves as blue chip NFT projects further down the line. So first things first, let's dive into the overall market situation. What are we dealing with in today's market right now? So overall, we can see OpenSea has been doing pretty well in terms of overall volume. We have seen somewhat of a stale phase really being countered out for the past few days. We've seen a few brand new products do pretty well in the past few days, being some bigger projects being released, including also Bapetiverse doing extraordinary well after the initial flooding after their initial launch, where they were trading approximately at a 0.3 for a time being, then 0.6, and this morning 1.2, and now shortly at 2.6, and now actually 2.3 Ethereum floor price. So that is fantastic for all investors into this project, and a 50% owners to total NFT ratio is pretty decent to say the least. If we take a look at the last 24 hours, these are still predominantly established blue chip NFTs such as Suzuki, Mutant Ape, Suzuki now at almost 18 Ethereum floor price. Then you have Bored Apes, Doodles, etc., World of Women, CryptoPunks generating the majority of the volume. Also Kaiju Friends and also Alpha Sharks, some of the newer NFTs that dropped in the past 24 to 48 hours. In terms of overall NFT search volume, is still a little bit stagnant, but I do believe it will be getting better leading up to April, with more and more bigger NFT projects being announced, maybe even more corporations announcing huge partnerships. We know we have a bunch of things down the line planned, such as the Bored Ape Yacht Club land sale, the World of Women second drop. You have the Nano Pass second drop. You have VeeFriends Season 2 coming up, and also even OpenSea, including Solana. So we have a bunch of things on the horizon, on the verge. Also Coinbase NFT being announced soon. Those are a bunch of things that make me pretty bullish towards April 2022, that we could be seeing somewhat of an NFT resurgence. But one thing to keep in mind as well is that the overall crypto market has been doing pretty well in the past week. We saw it pump significantly within the last 24 hours, now sitting at 44,000, and Ethereum at $3,100, which it hasn't really been at for quite some time. You also have BNB at $400, Solana hitting the $100 mark. So overall, crypto market and NFT is just gaining more attention in recent times. Now, one more important thing before we actually dive into the very first project within this video. In the past video, I did announce my very own Alpha Pass coming soon. I did announce the very first feature and actually the Twitter username, so the Twitter profile for my project, which is called Alpha Pass. Super excited, and it's definitely not your typical Alpha Pass that you've seen anywhere before, with some unique, one-of-a-kind, industry-leading features. Very excited to bring you forward information on this project, and currently I'm hosting a Dreadfuls whitelist giveaway on my Twitter right now as you're watching this video. All you guys have to do to participate is, as you can see on screen, follow me, Dreadfuls, and also the profile Alpha Labs 1 right here. As you're watching this video right now, the second of 3 total influencers will be revealing themselves, so be excited. Definitely turn on notifications to not miss out on anything on Twitter on the Alpha Labs page. So let's dive right into the very first of 5 different projects that I have in store for you guys. So the first one that I want to talk about is going to be Aneroverse. Now, Aneroverse is definitely in line with previous projects that we've seen do pretty well. Now, we've had also Muriba House, a drop in recent history. Hockey will be launching soon. All of them in line with the whole NFT trend of brand new PFP projects within the anime style. Obviously, we had Azuki really start off this whole anime phase and anime trend. And here, as you can see, Anero, in my opinion, is one of the better up-and-coming NFT anime projects. A brand without bounds. Join the culture. Let's build in the metaverse together. And currently, Aneroverse has 73,000 followers through the name. Also, just a side note, please apologize the current lighting conditions. I'm currently moving around in Dubai on a work trip right now, so not the best optimal conditions, but I will be back to normal setup in approximately 1.5 weeks. So until then, hopefully you guys can manage with this type of lighting. Thus far, I already brought all the other equipment, just forgot the lighting, and hopefully you guys can manage in the time being. So we can see, if we dive a little bit deeper, we can see a little bit more information about this project. Aneroverse, also the official artist behind the project, is Docs right now, right here himself. 185,000 followers, as you can see on Instagram, and he has quite a significant Twitter following right here with some of his previous artwork that he has done. Pretty good engagement in my opinion. opinion. As you can clearly see, he's a big fan of the anime style, and that's what he's translating towards NFTs right now. It's humbling to see how far Anaverse has come, but folks, this has only just been the beginning. Stay tuned. We are working very hard and meticulously for the community. That definitely sounds promising. I'm interested to see what is going to come along the way. And we can see some of the previews of the actual artwork right here. Super clean, minimalistic approach. Also with some names right here. Love the idea and concept behind this particular project. And here you can see really the attention to detail. Some of the traits for this actual anime project do look pretty sick in my opinion. Also, you get Victor, you have Pluggy, you have Levi, you have Yuna. Pretty cool how they've approached this with a naming aspect as well. So very excited to see what they're going to manage to pull off. In terms of the artwork, they're definitely killing it. In terms of the actual utility case and the team behind it, that's going to be the interesting part to see if this project can do well long term. Moving on to the next one. This one is somewhat of an early pick, I must say. Currently only 5,000 total followers, but in my opinion, this definitely has some of the right traits for a project to do well in the current meta of NFTs. It is called the Magus, and in terms of the artwork, this is definitely what does extremely well in the current NFT market right now. The Magus casting spells into the metaverse. Discord coming soon, hashtag the Magus. Currently only 5,000 followers, but nonetheless, if we actually take a look at the artwork right here, we can see it. Obviously, they're combined with Tasty Bones. Maybe that could be a hint of something, maybe not. Maybe they just included just for the sake of it. We'll see. Definitely keep an eye open out for interpretation, but nonetheless, we do see and we do know that this type of artwork has done pretty well in the past few weeks, even though we were a relatively dry NFT market phase. So what this is definitely simple 2D colorful playful artwork, and that's what we can clearly see with this particular project with some of the previews right here. Pretty cool artwork right here, and again, Skull could be again hinting at Tasty Bones, maybe a cross collab, maybe an involvement of the project of sorts. Also here, maybe a little bit of a sneak peek of some of the different artwork that we can expect. Cool preview right here. So we have a three-eyed Magus, we have a unicorn Magus, we have some kind of a blurry Magus. So some really cool artwork, I must say. And I think this one is still incredibly early. It's going to be interesting how this project develops. The artwork is phenomenal. The attention to detail is also fantastic. Just a quick one. Very early project. I'd highly recommend you turn on the notifications. I'll definitely be trying my hardest to get the whitelist for this one, as I do see this could be definitely an early pickup in terms of the other NFT projects. Definitely the smallest one out of the projects that I will mention throughout the video. Next one I want to talk about, this one in my opinion has one of the best potentials to have a decent floor price right off the get-go, and this one is called the Possessed NFT. We all have a dark side. What does yours look like? An NFT collection created by these two artists. I'm not even going to try to pronounce it, but already a decent follower sizes. The mint will be yet announced, and they officially launched in January 2022 their Twitter profile, and ever since have been growing up. Currently already 92,000 followers. These guys have been going like crazy, and this again is definitely in line with the type of artwork that we like to see and what we can expect, what generally does well within the NFT space. Somewhat of Three-Landers vibes to some extent, obviously. Take it with a grain of salt, but nevertheless, this artwork does look pretty sick. We'll see if these are actually going to be animations like that. If the animations are like this for the PFPs, that could be pretty sick, to say the least. They also have their own whitelist checker in the works. We were pushing to drop it today, but it needs some final perfection. Here's an update: design, front end, back end, test subjects selected, beta testing and bug fixing, etc. That's going to be interesting how they're going to be implementing their whole whitelist checker for their actual Discord or for their website. Not entirely sure how that's going to be doing, but what I like is right here is that they're doing somewhat of a secretive approach, announcing some things here and there, really keeping the community interacted and guessing what's to come, what's coming up next. So something's coming right here, really gets the community going and fired up. That's really exciting to see, something that we're planning as well with Alpha Labs to really keep the community engaged and keep them on their toes, never know what's coming next. And I think they've done a pretty good job right here interacting with the community. 10,000 votes on this particular voting poll. That's pretty great engagement. So that seems that the community is very excited for this particular project. The artwork looks pretty cool. Again, we have some gifts right here. It's going to be interesting when more information gets revealed on this project, whether it's Discord, whether it's the actual website. I'm definitely very excited for this project. I do believe this project could do pretty well, and they do have some pretty cool sneak peeks here and there. Here again from the lab, it does look like these are some kind of robots that are being created from a lab right here. Pretty cool artwork, pretty cool concept. I like the look of this project. Moving on to the next product, this could be one of the bigger drops set to be done, maybe in April, maybe even in May, but one project that I'm very excited for, and is called Sneakerheads. Right off the bat, they already have a blue check. Now, Keep in mind, these kind of checks can get bought in the first place. It just takes a lot more money. But upfront, it's nice to see that they're making the investment, regardless if they did buy it. They probably did buy it since they're not going to get it like that. Or they have good contacts right at the get-go with Twitter. Just something to keep in mind. But right off the bat, that does give you direct credibility for the project, which is definitely good for the normal investor. 3D hand-drawn NFT sneakerheads. Designed and created by Il Lawi. We're still building Discord private in brackets random links. So here again, the artist also is verified on Twitter, and also we can check his Instagram right here. Already 22,800 followers right now. And we can definitely check out his Twitter. He's a founder, and he has some pretty cool artwork that he has worked on in the past. And we can see some of the sneak peeks here. A Kanye with Yeezy model. Then we have a Travis Cactus Jack model. We have a Billie Eilish model, and many more. The artwork is pretty cool, pretty dope 3D artwork. So the artist has been working on his art for quite some time, which is always a fantastic sign to see that the artist, first of all, is transparent, shows who he is, and also on top of that has worked in this field for quite some time. But now let's actually take a look at the project itself. Here again, we can see some sneak peeks of the sneakerheads. It does somewhat remind me of the actual artwork of Bapetiverse. Now we know that was a little bit controversial considering it had a 0.3 Ethereum mint price, but it's doing pretty well right now. I think people are still really excited. It's going to be interesting if this project, sneakerheads, can actually shift towards the actual fashion direction, fashion industry, convert this into sneakers right here. That's going to be a huge move and will definitely pay off for investors if they manage to pull something off like there. I'm not entirely sure if that is planned or anything like that, but definitely will be interesting to see what they manage to pull off. In terms of the actual Twitter information and anything that is available on Twitter, it is relatively limited. All you can see is pretty much new sneak peeks, new artwork of what kind of artwork you can expect from the project. Here again, a GIF showing off multiple designs. Obviously you have very prominent sneakers. You have the Air Force Ones. Not entirely sure about the other ones, unfortunately, but I know one or two more. I just don't know the names behind here. Like the very colorful Nike one is also quite a prominent one, but ultimately, they don't really share too much information on their Twitter. Would be good to see more and more information, but I do believe more information will be revealed once the Discord is finalized and public, or at least available to more people online. But definitely a very cool collection, different approach to a PFP project, which I'd like to see. Could be somewhat of a reference towards future collaborations. Engagement is great for this profile, so very excited for this one. Going to be interesting to see what more information they do bring out to the public. I'm definitely going to be turning on notifications once the Discord goes live to ensure my priority access towards the Discord and to grind out the whitelist for this one. And last but not least, this is a project that I did mention in a previous video before, but nonetheless, I think this one is definitely worth mentioning once more to see how much have they developed, how have they grown. Nevertheless, this project is pretty cool. It is called Shaman's NFT. 9,898 shamans have started their journey into the Shamaverse, created with the love of Bros Mind, already an established artist on Twitter, 18,500 followers. The Good Vibes Only brand Discord is also right here, and they also have a official website. So a lot more information than the other projects that we've taken a look at. Here's a sneak peek at the artwork. Very unique concept, very unique artwork, very detailed. Love the work, and I do believe this type of artwork, again, is very meta for the current market conditions. Colorful, playful vibes, somewhat animated NFTs. Definitely take a lot of work. I love the brand, love the artwork, so it's going to be interesting to see how this actually develops. Here we can see some of the sneak peeks of the artwork of the whole universe. These kind of artwork, love to see them. Somewhat giving a sneak peek into the actual world of the shamans. Looks super dope. You can see some of the artwork inspiration where it comes from. So there's like a Mexican Chichen Itza or Aztec vibe right here for sure. And you have the shamans, pretty cool NFT design. I'm a big fan of the actual artwork on their actual Twitter profiles, but let's actually dive a step deeper and take a look at their actual website to find out more information about the actual project. So you could check out the teaser right here, see if any information is visible. Okay, ultimately not a lot of information was spread right here. It was just somewhat of a preview of some different designs, but it's still cool to see that they've put in the time and effort to create one of these teasers. You don't really see too many projects doing this, but I do believe most projects that actually do this and create a successful and pretty cool looking teaser tend to do pretty well, not only in the short term, but also in the long term. As we know, we already have some of the information that it was already available to us. 9,898 NFTs, ERC 7021, the actual story. If you guys want more information, definitely check it out for yourself. Here again, a few more sneak peeks of the shamans. Very versatile designs, very colorful, very playful, lots of different unique traits, which I like to see. And here you also find the official links of the actual designers of the website of the project, both of them being from Barcelona, and two brothers, their studio being Brosmind, and you'll find the Instagram and also Twitter and then also website. And in terms of the roadmap, you'll be able to find more information right here. The roadmap, in my opinion, is a little bit lackluster with the GVO community and also holders reward programs. Shama lovers, we are an art-based collection. However, we put our community first, and this is why we plan to provide additional utility. Here are some of the post-mint rewards you can expect as a holder. First of all, airdrops, merch gifts, discounts to be used on the online shop, passes to new art, access with benefits to our future physical and digital events. So in my opinion, as they mentioned right here, they are an art-based, so an art-first collection. I tend to normally go for more utility-based NFT projects, but we've also seen other projects in the past do pretty well that have only focused on artwork first. So it's going to be interesting to see how this project does play out. I'm definitely going to be monitoring it, seeing how it grows, seeing how the sentiment is overall in the whole market, and overall how this project progresses. Is it increasing in followers, or is the demand increasing once we're approaching the actual mint date, as the official mint date is not yet live or available in some extent. In terms of the FAQ section, there also isn't too much information shared just yet. I do believe, and I hope, more information will be spread throughout the next up and coming weeks. And yeah, guys, that pretty much wraps up today's quick and short update video of some of the best upcoming NFT projects that I'm trying my hardest to get the whitelisted for. Keep in mind that some of these projects are still fairly new, and more information will be spread out throughout the next up and coming days. And if you guys want to check out any of the projects, all of them will be linked down below. On top of that, make sure to participate in today's giveaway on my Twitter, and also definitely do not miss out on the Alpha Labs Alpha Pass coming soon. So definitely give Twitter a follow and also turn on the notifications to not miss out on any vital information surrounding that pass. Alpha Labs will definitely be a game changer in the whole NFT space. Thanks for watching this video. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.